Welcome back to Vintage Story. I seem to have died at the end of the last episode. How amazing. I am back here again and I'm going upstairs because one of the things that... Oh, hello. Yep, tiptoeing around the stairs. It's so windy here. Look at all these wonderful lanterns. Now, I have so much stuff here that I want to take back with me if I can. Oh, I remember I was in that deep cave near me. How much of this can I take back? Now, I want to take these two. Yeah, I'm still okay. I'm going to take all the pots back with me because it is no use even imagining that I would be here enjoying looking at my pots when I know jolly well that because of the negativity, you can see that my temporal gear is already going negative, and indeed the pots are dancing around horrifically. It's absolutely no use even trying to leave these here and come back and admire them. It's not going to work. So my mission today, I've got large and small pots. I can take the mushrooms. I can do that. Excellent. That's all fitted in. How many spare spaces? One. Ooh. I'm going to come back and take half the lanterns, I've decided. One. Yeah, one there, one there. I took out that one. I'll take out this one. It's going to make it darker, more dangerous here, but I think I can live with that, guys, because otherwise I'm going to just spend hours and hours making lanterns when I can just gather this lot in. I mean, if necessary, I'll come back and put some fat lamps. Yeah, I'm going to take those and just leave the 4 in the middle. Wow. Now that should give me a full load to take home with me. Okay. Right, let's take this back. And I think what I am going to have to do then, if I've taken some of the lanterns, is to effectively close that hatch up. Otherwise, if I come back here in the middle of a temporal storm, I'm going to find myself completely overset by monsters. Right, heading back home, guys. Well, guys, I've been looking at this area, which I think is rather nice, with this sort of sunken area, but it's still very, very light and very, very pleasant. Now, I've been watching Chelsea Flower Show. You know, I'm a very avid gardener, and they have had a lot of what they call auricular theatres. Now, auricular theatres are where you have a black backdrop, which would be here, and against that black backdrop you put your plants. And the plants you put in are little ones called auriculas, and they look absolutely fantastic. And I was looking for somewhere to show off my plant collection, and it seemed to me that that would be a very, very good idea. Now, I have finally, you'll be relieved to hear, got the doors sorted out down here, but my thinking is that it would look absolutely fantastic to have an auricular collection down here. But first of all, let me get the paths sorted out so that it actually looks like a a decent layout to start with. Right, paths first, and then we'll level the ground a bit, then I'll come back to you. Right guys, well, I've had a look at this, and I think that to get the effect of a proper auricular theatre, it's got to be the basalt polished rock, not the shale rock. Right, okay, and when I went back to my base, I realised that I'd got all these mushrooms in pots, so I need just take all these and take the mushrooms, because they're going to they count as food. They're going to disintegrate in those pots. So I would like to place my mushrooms somewhere. Now they are cave dwellers, and it occurs to me that we could have another theatre here, but in order to preserve these mushrooms while I faff around with backgrounds and things like that, I need to get them into pots so that I can make sure they're not decaying. Yeah, because it's going to decay in a chest, whereas in the pot it's happy that it's growing. So where are we? Right, what? Yeah. Okay, that should keep you guys alive. I don't have to go and re-pick mushrooms, but I can just pop them in pots. Excellent. These are my chests with my clothes in. Right, this one. Yeah, let's put the pots back in there, because this is where we're going to need them. Okay. Right, well, where we need to go to is the library area, which is on black basalt. So I need to take food with me. Do I have any made food? I do. Fresh for 7 days. That sounds good to me. Let me grab a bowl. Oh, it's these stairs against stairs. I've worked that out. Right, and let's take this made food with us. I will of course eat the carrots up, and then oh, stop it. It almost feels like being tickled. Now if we're going out to that area, I would always want to go and see the traders, so why don't we take not that, that's my chests, precious good chests. Let's take this. Lovely. I've got bean aids, linen sacks. I'm trying to remember what trader it is. Is she a treasure seeker? Because if I might be able to sell that, possibly. What I don't need to do is to take all sorts of extraneous stuff with me, like soil. It's amazing what you pick up when you're just playing. Not that chest, that one, put that back, and then over here let's put this back, and that basalt rock polished. Okay, I don't need to take all those lanterns with me either. The rest of it is actually reasonably, let's just park that there. And we don't need all that. Good heavens, just park it. Right, now let's go to the library and see what's there. Right, I'm out here trying to talk to Vox Nora. What have you got for me? Elk, I've got prey, I've got... Oh, you've got this wonderful Omok table. That's 10 gears. and you've got cracked vessels. I want that by, and I have it. Wonderful. No, thank you, my dear. Thank you. Right. Okay, we're going to put that on a table in the library. It'll be wonderful once I swim back. But before I do, let me just check on the other traders. What are you? Oh, you're the treasure hunter. Okay, well, let's swim across to the other trader. We have 25 gears. It's plenty with us. Quill, hello. Oh, 6 gears. Now, what have you got? Elk, prey, forest dawn, underwater. I have all those, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to take one of those. Yes, 6 gears. Oh, I should have brought that linen sack. Never mind. Thank you. Yeah, that was definitely worth coming out here in the darkness. Right. I have had a good thought, actually, and that is that I've been thinking of stone for the back of this auricular theatre that I want to build. But what would be more to the point, and closer to real auricular theatres, would be the dark oak, the dark woods. Just take a few flowers while we're here. Right. I spent ages at the bottom of one of these ponds in the darkness, digging up muddy gravel. Oh, that reminds me, I need more. Ooh. While I'm here. Yep, okay guys, back to you later. Guys, look, now that I've bought this temporal gear, it means that if I do find another translocator, I can get it going. Wow, I'm just sorting out what I have brought back, and one of the things that occurred to me is that if I do want to do an auricular theatre, I'm going to need shelves, and I am unconvinced, let me just pop that in there, that I can get polished shelves. Now it might be, yeah, I'm okay with that lot. I need a bookcase to see if I could get that book in a bookcase. I'm not sure if I can. No. That's what you want. There you go. Because it occurred to me that I might not be able to do polished shale shelves. It's a mouthful. Right, now what did I do with that polished shale? I dumped a whole load of stuff in a chest over here, as one does. There we go. That's basalt, not shale. Right, let's just move my food off my bar. I don't need the torches there anymore. That's just making me lose more stuff. Right, that's basalt rock. Good. Can I cut this in half with a saw? That is the thing I was thinking of. Or do I have to use a chisel? I'm just hoping against hope. No, I can't. So if I want shelves of this, I'm going to have to enable chiseling and to use a chisel. Okay. Right. We've got some dark wood slabs here. Let's just go and have a look at that outside and see whether I could work it with that. Because auricular theatres are made of wood. They are made of wooden planks. Now I need, of course, some more plants to pop in those. This is just a dump chest at the moment for stuff I brought back. just take one of those. Okay, let's go get another flower. Going all around the houses for this one. Not that chest, this one. Purple lupin, that will do for comparison. Right. Okay, back down outside. There's a drifter there. Yeah, loving that line of path there. We're out here actually. Right, now let's just try this, see how this looks against that. It's actually, strangely enough, it is much more like an auricular theatre. That's more, that's a stronger contrast. The shale is definitely out. I think that will work. Right, having gone to all that trouble to go and mine out basalt. Now, if we think about this, where would it go? The top would go there. Or would it? Let's have a look at how we look up here. Right, now. You know, we could take this not the porch, but we could take this path out to here, couldn't we? And put stone along the top. That would look great. That's the idea. All right, let's get the stone in first. I need to put all this basalt somewhere, but let's get this stone in first. So that stone will go there. We would take our that one, and I think we would move the path. Yeah, that would go there. Yeah, let's move that path. Wonderful. Right. Okay, so the path would go, and then we would actually want a path step, wouldn't we? Why would we have a stone step when we can have a path step? Yeah, that's obviously the right thing to do. Let's go and get a path step. Well guys, that's taken some working out, but look at this. We have what I would call an auricular theatre. Now obviously we don't have auriculars, and I'm missing a white lupin, but I think that that gives the most fantastic impression of an auricular theatre, because it's made of dark wood and these things are painted black. It has all the flower pots on. Normally auriculas would have a terracotta pot, but we do with what we can. And then we've got the little flower pots, these are small flower pots with the flowers in. And it looks absolutely fantastic. It's amazing, isn't it? How nice something can look. And I've just taken the inspiration from Chelsea Flower Show of all places, because they were showing all the beautiful auricular theatres there. And these things have been around for many years, because auriculars have been popular for many years, and people will take old cupboards, old, you know, anything they can find, wire baskets, make them into these things, but they hang on walls normally, and they are in this dark wood to show off these beautiful plants. And I think that that is absolutely splendid. Now, obviously, I've had to do a lot of moving around. I need a couple of path blocks there of stuff up here to enable me to have what I want. But it looks to me as if this balcony is going to have to come out. Now, I never mind extending balconies. Let me have a look at it. It will look longer rather than wide. At the moment, it is a beautiful proportion because it's 5 by 4. Do we need to take it out? That's the question. Let's just think about this. If we take it out to the end here, ooh, it actually will be quite splendid because it will overlook the pit. But would it look too long for the width? Let's have a look from up here. No, it would look right, wouldn't it? It would look just right. Do you know, this whole area was sort of, I built down because I had a lower part of the land that sort of sunk into this area. And I have to say, it's looking absolutely splendid. It looks, I love that Auricula theatre now. That is quite a feature. I think that would look nice in anyone's house, garden or build. And it's a beautiful way, as it's meant to be in real life, of showing off a large number of plants in a small area. But I think this whole area is looking great. Now, it is lit up. If you remember, I took all the lanterns, and these are all now carefully sited down here. The mushrooms are parked, but I think that what we will do is have another area here where we will show off the mushrooms. Now, whether we do it in old aged planks, I don't know, but my goodness, guys, how can we resist? It looks so flipping good. It's amazing where you get inspiration from, isn't it? But this whole area is coming up very nicely. I think I might put sand a little bit around here and some more of these beautiful, beautiful cacti. Yeah. Then, of course, I'm looking at the other side and thinking what to do here, because this sort of leads out. We could have more there, or would that be too much? That is so perfect as it is. Something on the other side to balance it or not? Interesting. If we do put things there, it could be a collection of bonsai trees, couldn't it? Very, very intriguing. And I'm not fiddle-faddling around with the stone and everything. I think it has rather a sort of natural look to it at the moment that I don't object to. Right, so the next job is to move all this out to here. Wonderful. Did I hear hyenas howling? Probably. Okay, guys, well, I can't tell you how much time it has taken to sort that theatre out. And just in case you're wondering, I've put whole blocks on either side because the half blocks just did not look good. These, of course, are half blocks. These are half blocks, and these are half blocks. But this is actually, the half block goes, it's 1.5 deep in each case. And it could be extended as far as you like, or as far up as we liked. Isn't it funny how little things can give you such pleasure when you're building? Well, I hope you like that as much as I do. And on that note, looking out at my beautiful desert landscape. Bye bye, guys.